Welcome back, children. Today we will go through the activity section on creating and formatting a chart. Okay, so this activity section has been taken from your book, that is page number 36. And in today's lab session, I will show you how to create the worksheet that is given on the screen. Okay, how to insert the charts and apply different components of the chart and formatting all the chart component. And finally I will show you how to change the chart type of column chart into a line chart. So let us begin. So you can see that I have already created a worksheet here on the list of Indian cricket teams. Okay, the salaries they draw and the incentives they draw along with the salaries. Okay, so I'm going to create a chart based on the salaries and incentives drawn by a different Indian cricket players. Okay, so for that, first let me click on the players cell. So press the left mouse button and drag the mouse button till the last cell. Now you can see that the worksheet has been selected here. Now finally go to the insert tab here. So click on the insert tab. Under the chart group you can see a column chart here. So first I will create a column chart. Okay, so click on the column chart button here. So you can see a list of column charts with different design. You can take one of the design. You can see a chart has been created based on the different salaries and incentives that are drawn by different cricket players. Okay, now first I will start with the components of the chart. So if you want to add the components of the chart, so you need to go to the layout tab. So click on the layout tab here. Okay, so you can see the labels group here. Under the labels group you can see a different components of the chart. First let me give a title for this chart. So I'll go to the chart title button here and I want to place the title above the chart. So click on this button. So let me give the name for this chart. Okay, so let the name be players salary. Okay, now I need to specify the x-axis as well as the y-axis. So for that I will go to the next button, that is axis title button. Okay, so first I will specify the horizontal axis, that is the x-axis or the category axis. So click on the button and specify the name for the x-axis. Suppose let the name be suppose say players name. So similarly let me specify the name for the y-axis as well. Again I'll go to the axis title here. Now primary vertical axis, that is y-axis, or what you can also call it as a value axis. Okay, so you can see the values given here. Values means the salaries and the incentives that are drawn by the different players. Okay, so let me rename the y-axis as well. So let it be salaries and incentives drawn by a different players. Okay, now the next component I am going to add in this chart is a data level. So go and click on the data level button and simply click on show button. So it will show the different salaries and the incentives that are drawn by different cricket players. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to format all the components of the chart. Okay, first let me click on the player's salary here. Okay, go to the home tab. Now under the font group you can see a font color here. So click on the font color and choose one of the color that you want to give. If you want to increase or decrease the font size, so click on the drop down arrow of a font size option. You can either increase the size of the text or you can decrease the size of the text as well. If you want to change the handwriting style, go to the font option and give your own handwriting style. Okay, similarly go to the y-axis here and same as you have done to the player's salary, you can also just change the color for the text here. You can increase or decrease the size of the y-axis as well, and just change the handwriting style. Okay, so just go to the x-axis, and similarly, just the way that you have performed both for the y-axis and the chart title, so give one of the name that, or sorry, give one of the color, just slightly increase the size of the text here. Okay, and you can change the handwriting style as well. Now let me format the legend here. Okay, so let me select the legend here. I will go to the format tab now. Click on the format tab. Okay, so you can see that the legend has been selected here. Just below the legend, you can see the format selection option. So click on the format selection option. Go to the fill. I just want to fill the color for the legend as well. So click on the solid color here. So give one of the colors that you want to apply. Okay, you can give the border color as well, one of the border color. Suppose let the border color be red. Go to the border style, choose one of the border style that you want to apply, and slightly increase the width of the border. Okay, so you can see now that the legend has also been formatted. Click on the close button below. Now let me format the data series. Okay, so click on the data series. At the top, you can see that the data series has been selected. Go to the format selection option here. Okay, so if you want to change the shape of the data series here, so click on the shape option. There are different options available here, whether you want to make it as a full pyramid, partial pyramid. You can also use it as a cylinder or a full cone. Okay, so accordingly you can change the shape for the data series. So if you want to give different colors, you just go to the solid color here and give one of the color that you want to apply for the data series as well. Okay, so in this way you can change the color of the data series as well. So if you want to give the border color, go and click on the border color. You can also apply the border style. Now finally click on the close button. Similarly, you can also format the data series for the incentives as well. Okay, now let me format a y-axis here. So just select it. You can see that the vertical, that is value axis, has been selected. Go to the format selection option. Okay, so if you want to apply a fill color, so click on the solid color. So use one of the color that you want to apply for the value axis. Give one of the color. If you want to apply the border colors, and go to the border color here, choose one of the color that you want to give here. Suppose say let the color be blue. You can give the border style as well and slightly increase the width of the border. So you can see that the width of the border has increased. Click on the close button. Okay, so in this way you can also apply the formatting to the x-axis as well, and you can apply the formatting to the data labels as well. So select the data labels, again go to the format selections option here. Okay, so just fill whether you want to give the series names. You can give the fill colors, so whichever color you want to change here, so just use one of the color that you want to apply there. Okay, so in this way you can give the border color as well and the border style as well. Okay, and finally click on the close button here. So in this way you can format the different components of the chart. And finally, how to change the chart type. So you can see that this is the column chart based on the salaries and the incentives that are drawn by a different players of the Indian cricket team. Okay, now finally I just want to change the column chart into a line chart. So for that you need to go to the design tab. Okay, so click on the design tab. On the left hand side you can see a change chart type button here. Click on the change chart type button. Now go to the line chart. Okay, so here is the line chart. So click on the line chart. and you can see different designs that are available for the line chart. So click on one of the button here and click on OK. Now you can see that the column chart has been changed into a line chart. Okay, so what you need to do is you have to go to the change chart type button here. So there are different charts that are available here, so you need to click any of this chart. Okay, just select the style you want. You can see that your line chart has been created. Okay, so in today's activity I have showed you how to insert the different components of the chart and how to format the different components of the chart. Along with that, I have also showed you how to change the chart type. Okay, so I want all of you to go through this video and do practice it at home. Thank you, children.